Okay.
So the putty I'm using is a painter's putty. It's a lot like a glazing putty that's out there, a window putty. It allows you to paint a little earlier than window putty does. A lot of times they ask you to wait 2 weeks before you can actually paint on top of the putty because it hasn't dried enough for that. And this allows you to do it much faster than that. So first thing is to get it out and work it with your hands and get it warm. Because I'm working now in March 29th here, and the stuff is cold. It sits in the can in my shop here. So I'm just spreading it out along the edge here. And then I want to go ahead and use the putty knife to just kind of push it back into that corner there. I want to get it bedded in behind the back edge of the window here. If this is a window that I was concerned about for insulation, which is not being a blacksmith shop window, I would actually go around before I put the panes in and spread a thin layer on that edge that's going to seat itself on, and that would give me better insulation. But this is more of an aesthetic thing and to keep the rain out than anything, so I'm putting it on as is. The other thing is that with an old sash with lots of rot and windows that are wavy, you don't have any even surfaces. So to put that putty behind there, you're running a higher risk of cracking your glass as you go through here. So I'm just pushing them all back into that location so it beds in back behind the glass as much as possible. And you can see one of my points is showing up there. I'll put a little bit more putty in there. And then I go back and I'm just going to cut that angle on that edge. Take up my extra, peel that back. And that's one edge that I have done here now. I'm putting a little bit more of an angle on this, a little bit wider angle than really is necessary. But I don't have much of an edge of a lip here, and my glazing points here are pretty large. So I don't want to be hitting them as I'm going across. So that was the first one. The second one, same thing. Try to keep the same angle as I'm going across here. Cut the top off. Knock these parts out, the excess that I don't need there. And then any place that has like some cracking there, I can go back and wipe that down with my fingers. Bring that back in, take that out of there. And then just go ahead and wipe down with my fingers to get a nice even surface there. What's going to really create the final line that I'm putting on here is going to be the paint that I use. So this edge you see here, my paint is going to overlap that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up this window, and we'll talk some more when I'm done with that.